Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be forging a Karambit for a friend of mine out of this piece of leaf spring steel that I've sort of reduced down into a more manageable thickness and size. It's been quite a while since I made a video. To be honest, I'm not going to hold myself to a schedule as far as making content goes because this semester so far has been pretty crazy. And that's my main priority right now. However, I will continue to make videos as often as I can and stream and do all that. So with that, I'll throw this in the forge and get to it. So for this first heat, I'm obviously just going to forge the tip in, and then I'll get to a more complicated view of what it is that I'm making. Matter of fact, it's not hot yet, so I can just show you. I've sketched out a basic design that I want to do here. So as you can see, there's three bevels. There's the edge bevel, the flat, and then there's a back bevel with these points. Taking inspiration from Gothic architecture, which is something we've been studying lately. Just, you know, a cool twist on a pretty, you know, common kind of knife. Because why not? I can, and so I will. All right. But to do that, I've got to get a basic tip shape going. Okay. And I think while I'm doing this, I am going to start to forge in the shape along the spine. It might just be easier to do it that way. But I won't be able to forge those bevels in. I'll have to grind those in. Might be similar for the edge itself. I'm not sure yet. So for this next section, to avoid damaging the shape we've already made, I think I'm just going to come into the flat and hit with the rounding side of my rounding hammer here, like that, and see if that gets the desired shape. Alright, so I've decided to only make one of those points. I think it looks better that way. And the beveling is coming along, sort of. It's a very strange thing to have to bevel on the inside of a curve. So this is kind of new to me and I'm just taking it slow. But it seems to be working all right. Okay, so the bevel itself is done. As you can see, it's messed up the curves, so I'm going to curve it back around and start to work on the handle. So for the circle bit at the end to put your pinky through, I have a couple of options. I could either punch it and widen the hole, or I could forge a piece down and fold it over. I think I want to punch a hole. Might be a bit simpler. So I'm going to get my square punch because my round punch is still at school, but the square punch will work good enough for this as well. Okay, well, I guess I just have a slot punch. That should work fine as well. So I've punched it through. I'm going to drift it out a little bit so that I can put it over the horn and actually widen it that way. drift it out a little bit more before I can fully stretch it out to the size that I want it. And I think once I have done the forging of the shape of the knife, I think I'll end it for today. Be a bit of a shorter video, maybe. Okay. Now I can take it over the horn and start to shape it a little bit. Might be beneficial, actually. I don't have a post vise here, unfortunately. So I'll just have to make do by flipping this. That's the next big purchase that, when I can afford it, I'm going to get, is probably going to be a post vise. There's a lot of stuff you can do in post vices that you can't do with other in any other setup, really. So pretty beneficial. There we go. That's what we're going for. Okay. All right, so that's about where I want the shape of the ring itself. Because I don't have a post vise, I can't really get to this flat area, so I'm going to try and smooth this inner part out a little bit more, maybe with a file, perhaps. And then I'm going to define, I think I'll define the handle shape first, just to get that done. In fact, I probably should have done that before I went ahead and made the ring, because the ring itself is going to be fragile and easy to burn, but potato, potato. All right, so that's the basic shape. I think it looks all right. I'm going to clean this inner section up with a file on my own time, because that's monotonous and boring, even to do, but to watch. It's probably akin to watching paint dry, so wouldn't want to put you all through that. and then I will do the grinding and show you guys the finished product at the start of my next video. If you guys do want to watch me do some grinding, let me know. I have just always, when I've watched YouTube content, I've always just skipped past the grinding sections as they tend to be pretty boring to me. But you know, maybe some people are interested in that and I don't know. So just let me know for sure. And anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and do subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.